Welcome back to the channel. I am the Fitted Insider. Once again, we have another top 10 video for you guys today. Top 10 most underrated hat club collections ever of all time. So I guarantee there's going to be one, if not two collections, one for sure that many of you probably have never heard of. Now, why Hat Club, you ask? Why Hat Club? Well, let's be real, you guys. Hat Club is the only retailer out there that actually drops full-on collection. Pretty much the only other retailer that can say that these days now is Lids, especially Lids HD. They just got off the ground. They just started. So I'm not going to do that for a while. Also, again, disclaimer. It's just my opinion. That is it. But all right, you guys. So top 10 most underrated collections of all time from Hat Club. Let's get it. At number 10, we got the Cowboy Pack, or the Cowboy Collection. A lot of people dislike these hats. I can understand why, but it reaches my 10th spot. Me personally, I love the brand Carhartt. Obviously, if you look at the hats, whether you have them in hand or not in hand, be Carhartt vibes. And me personally, I love that. Only thing that I can take away from this collection that I can say that I don't like is the fact that these hats are made out of cotton. Me personally, I'm not a fan of cotton-made hats. Every once in a while, I'll let one slide depending on how fire it is. And to be honest, when I look around, there's not too many people wanting to sell them, which is kind of interesting. So that means I feel like some people actually like this collection more than just myself. Coming in at number 9, we got the High Voltage. Oh my goodness. This is probably one of the most hated on collections on this top 10. I really don't understand why people hate on these hats so much. I mean, when you think about it, people should almost like it. They should almost love it due to the fact of the infrared. Wasn't it not too long ago people were going crazy because of J-tips? Right? Doesn't that sound familiar? For me, it's a perfect summer hat, and that's it. But my main thing is why people hate on it so much when a lot of people specifically like that color. Infrared. So that's the way that I look at it. And these hats, honestly, these hats in hand are not bad. But like I said, these are the perfect summer hat just with that infrared and like that voltage highlighter yellow. And coming in at number 8, another collection that a lot of people just straight up hated, and that is the Cyberpunks. Yes, that's right. So for me, in my opinion, timing is everything, especially with the way that certain hats drop, when certain hats drop, this and that. And I understand New Era had a big reason as to why a lot of hats were delayed. But I feel like if the Cyberpunks were not released, and I believe it was December, it would have been November too. If it would have been released, let's say spring or summer, in my opinion, people would have loved these hats. All the crazy neon type colors that go into the logos, the patches, and especially the pink bottoms. I thought people love pink bottoms. Not only with the neon pink bottoms, but also the crazy blue bottoms. They're pretty much two different colorways. These hats would have hit a lot better during the summertime. It's kind of like a party theme, a rave theme. Coming out in the dead of winter didn't help their case, but that's the reason why I think it's very underrated. Coming in at number 7, we got the Mint Conditions. Dropped last summer. Quite a few people were hating on them, still kind of hating on them, but for me, I love the colorway, that Tiffany blue, the black, and on top of that, the side patches with the metallic gold stitching. For me, it's clean, and once again, it's a big-time summer hat. I don't see many people talking about this collection or necessarily selling off any of these hats from this collection, but it's definitely not sought after, which I can understand. I feel like give it some time, wait until later in the spring or especially in the summer. I feel like people might be looking for these hats because it matches the season so well. And at number 6 is the Peacocks. I think this little mini collection is starting to get a little more popular throughout time. It's becoming a little bit more sought after. I think these hats are great. Honestly, like if you really look at the grand scheme of things, ever since 2019 with Hat Club coming out with pinkies and icies and this and that, I think it really fits into that sort of theme really, really well. I understand people are kind of sick of green hats, much like myself, but if they stick out the way that they do with the Peacock collection, I like it. I love it. That green and that blue really, really hits. People weren't really feeling them, which is crazy. Coming in at number 5, we got the OG MLB script collection. Now, pictures through Hat Club, whoever's running their IG at that time, there's very little pictures of these hats, of this collection, on their Instagram, so they're a little harder to find. But they are the OG scripts. They're the ones that came out a couple of years ago. So these are the ones are kind of similar to newest script collection, but without that stupid side hit. Stupid secondary logo side hit, which is completely unnecessary. These OG scripts are super clean, but I'm pretty sure that they made every single team for that collection. These hats are probably really hard to find, which is cool. That means the OG collectors out there, the ones who appreciate the hats, they're keeping them and they're not selling them. One thing I will say, script hats are great. There needs to be more made all around. Coming in at number 4, the Great Outdoors collection. Yes, you guys probably already know how much I love this collection, and honestly, the later that we get into 2022, if I were to revisit this list, Great Outdoors will probably be higher. That's how much I love this collection. The collection dropped to now get that much talk about. Match it up with pretty much anything and get away with it. Yeah, it's not that much talked about, which is kind of crazy. Number 3. So we got the Gold Diggers collection. When it first dropped, even I was hating on these hats. I was hating on them big time. But now I'm trying to reach out and see who's willing to sell them, which is not too many. People are not selling these. Understandably so. They're super dope. They're super clean. All black hat, gold patches, Kelly green bottoms. Obviously a better hat for the fall or the winter. It's cold here almost all year round, so it doesn't really matter for me. I see more and more people trying to look for these hats, which is cool because they're not out there. They're not bright. They're not bold. They're just clean. Coming in at number 2, speaking of clean, the Merlot collection. I know, right? The Merlots? I might be a little bit biased because red is my favorite color, especially the fact that it's a dark red, that dark burgundy, that Merlot. And matching up with the Kelly green bottom and the OGs being made out of wool, me personally, these hats are a home run. Probably, in my opinion, I don't think they're ever going to be made again, which kind of sucks because I feel like that's one of the collections that should come back. But the Merlots, absolutely love them. Coming in at number 1, we got the Louis V's. I don't necessarily know if these hats are underrated. I feel like with the collection, how long ago it dropped and how nobody ever really talks about them. It's never really sought after. People just think it's a simple colorway, blah, blah, blah. That's another reason for me why I love the Louis V's, is because of the fact that they're simple. The colorway is easy, it's not flashy, whatever the case may be. That's the reason why I love these hats. Me personally, I only have 2 hats from this collection, that being the Twins and the Blue Jays. I ended up selling a few because the ones that I didn't really like after time, much like the Devil Rays and the Red Sox specifically. But these hats are really, really cool, and once again, you can match them up with anything in black and red. How can you go wrong? That is it, you guys. Hope you enjoyed the top 10 most underrated Hat Club collections of all time. No, I understand. I had a couple of collections on this list that are more like packs. So my apologies for that. I guess next time I'll do a top 5 best packs. But for me, these are the top 10 most underrated, and a lot of them don't see much love. And I feel like the reason for that is because people, in my opinion, people expect too much out of Hat Club. I'm just going to be honest. And I'm just saying that because it's true. I'm not saying that because I'm affiliated, because I'm not. I'm not affiliated. I'm not this and that. What people want from Hat Club is the same stuff that they were doing back in 2019 and 2020, okay? I think 2021, don't get me wrong, there were some misses, But at the same time, there's a lot more hats, a lot more collection that got swept under the rug and people just don't care about. But me personally, I think that people expect too much. They want Hat Club to keep doing the same shit. And for me, shout out Hat Club. You guys are doing just fine. People just need something to bitch about. But that is it, you guys. I'm the Fitted Insider. You can find me on Instagram at Fitted Insider. Leave this video a like, comment, and subscribe.